welcome back to my channel. So glad you could join me. I'm so excited because you know what we're making today? We're going to be making some sushi. That's right, sushi. We're going to make it easy though. We're not going to do the whole sushi rice, 2 hours, paddle, do all. No, we're going to downsize that all because nobody has time for that. We're just going to make some simple rice and we're going to turn it into sushi rice and just do some simple rolls just to show you can still have sushi. And again, a lot of restaurants, a lot of sushi restaurants have a lot of great vegan rolls now, so we don't really have to worry about it. But sometimes we just don't feel like going out for it. We just feel like having it at home. And you could use leftover rice that you have, but I'm just going to show you how I do it in my house because you're in my house, so welcome. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Vicki-Lynne, and I'm so glad you could join me here. And if you are one of my already friends who come here all the time, welcome back. I am so glad you could come back again, and I really do appreciate everybody who drops by here. So let's get in it. Oh, hang on a second. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I come out with videos usually every Monday and Thursday. I try to be very regular about it. It just depends. Sometimes life happens, but for the most part, every Monday and Thursday, I do try to upload a new great video, whether it be an Aldi haul or a restaurant review or whatever we're doing here. Sometimes my husband joins us. My husband is Ruben, and he's not vegan, but he does love vegan food, so we're working with that. So I'm just using, this is just jasmine rice. A short grain rice works better. This is just what I have, and I'm just showing you. Just use what you have. So I'm just going to make about a cup of rice, and this will make several rolls. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to rinse your rice as much as possible. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over to the sink, and we're going to rinse our rice. And we just want to start getting rid of some of the starch. So what makes it sticky is actually going to be the rice vinegar that we put in towards the end. And again, if you look up how to cook proper sushi rice, I remember once my daughter was in her teens, and she wanted to make sushi at home. And I got her the whole sushi kit, everything, and she did. She got the sushi rice. She made everything from scratch, and it was a whole procedure with paddling the rice and putting it on a sheet and paddling it left and paddling it right. It is a whole procedure, guys. It is a whole procedure. That's all I can say. If you have time for that, look it up on the internet. There's several videos that will tell you how to do that. I don't have time for that. So we're just going to do about 1.5. It says like 1.2. And then we're just going to bring this to a boil. So I just wanted to show you how we're going to start this. So I have the rice vinegar. And you're going to kind of make your own sushi vinegar, which is with a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, and the rice vinegar. So we're just going to get this cooking. And when it's done cooking, we'll move on because your rice needs to be cold in order to make your sushi, because if you're making your sushi and your rice is warm, it's obviously going to tear your nori and everything. So while our rice is going to start cooking, we're going to do our sushi vinegar. So we're going to start with our rice wine vinegar. We're going to need about 1/4 cup. And this is for about a cup of dry rice. And I would play with it before. I wouldn't just dump all of this into your sushi rice. I would play with it first. Everybody likes their sushi rice different. You might not like as much of it in. We're going to use 1 teaspoon of sea salt. and then about 4 teaspoons of sugar. And then we're just going to warm this on the stove just to get the sugar and the salt just to dissolve. And then we're going to let that cool also. So we're just going to warm that a little bit, just enough to let it. You can do that in the microwave too if you wanted to. Super simple. We're just going to warm that. Make sure everything's dissolved, then set it aside. We're all set to go once our sushi is cooked. So we're ready to start assembling our sushi rolls. The first thing we're going to do though is make some wasabi. Can't have our sushi rolls without a little bit of wasabi. So I have some wasabi powder, and all you're going to do is you're going to put a little bit of powder. It comes in a can, and then you're going to add a little bit of water, and then just mix it. Into a paste. There we go. And you want to let it sit for about 5 minutes before you're ready to use it. I'm just going to put that aside. Clean that up. I'm going to wipe my hands. Okay. So next what we're going to do, if you have a sushi mat, that's kind of, it makes it easier. If not, no worries, you can do this by hand. And then you're just going to gather all of your ingredients to make sure you have everything together. And then you can prep. So I have my sweet potato that we cooked earlier. If you watched my meal prep, we did that. I have some zucchini. I have some lovely cilantro. I have a pepper, some cucumber. You can put whatever you want. I have some avocado. And I have some tofu. I'm just going to make maybe two or three rolls. And you can just put whatever you want in yours. I like to do mine kind of veggie, whatever. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the camera down so you can actually watch what I'm doing. I am by no means a good sushi roller, guys. Just kind of want to give you an idea. They're your sushi. They're going to taste good either way. They don't have to look good. If you want them to look good, that's why we go out to the restaurants for those sushi people. Those sushi chefs study and practice and roll thousands of sushi rolls. That's why theirs are beautiful and perfect. You can also wrap your sushi pad in plastic wrap, which also makes it much easier. I'm only doing a couple of rolls today. It shouldn't be that difficult. It's actually better if you're using the plastic wrap, if you're doing the rice on the outside, if you're doing the fancier rolls. I'm just doing with the nori sheets. Quick and simple. Okay. I can still smell that wasabi all the way over here while it's settling or whatever it's doing. So I'm just going to get my cucumber. Now, I think English cucumbers are probably better in this. This one's actually not bad. I couldn't find any today, so field cucumbers it is. But they are organic, so that is good. Okay. You can also use these for some spring rolls. If you don't have enough left for sushi. These are a little bit big. I think that's enough. I'm going to flip over my tofu. It's still a little bit warm. All right. Bear with me. It has been a while. So you want there's a kind of like a shiny side or a smooth side, and then there's a more rough side. You want your smooth side. You're going to take your nori sheet, and with your nori sheet, there's a shiny side and a non-shiny side. You want your shiny side down. Then you're going to take your wooden paddle. You're going to grab some of your sushi rice, put it on your nori. Always have a little bowl of water nearby because your sushi rice is now going to be sticky because that's what we wanted it to do. You want your rice all the way to the end, closest to you. As even as possible. All right. So for this one, I'm going to do sweet potato. I think we're going to do like a cooked one. I think I'm going to do some zucchini, some green in here. And some cilantro. Just going to pull off the stems. Make sure your nori is on the sheet. And you're going to want to pull it back, go over, pull back so that you're rolling it. And you're going to want to roll and tuck, roll and tuck. Then once you kind of get to the end, you want to take a little bit of your water. I'm going to roll it all the way to the end here. You're going to want to wet it. That's going to help you stick it. And you're just going to roll it over. And you just kind of go along down all the way down the end. Ta-da! You have your first sushi roll. Not too bad. The best way to cut these is with a serrated knife. I always kind of go down the middle first. You can also make them bigger and just do them in thirds. Leave that one off. All right. Got the hang of it? Let's work on our next one. Okay. going to be tofu. Want to make sure, again, evenly dispersed. Just make sure you have your corners. That's usually where the sushi rolls are a little thin. You can see that one kind of turned out the same way. Still edible, guys. Don't be hard on yourselves. It's all good. Okay. Let's do a little tofu. Cucumber. Give it a nice little snap. Okay. I'm going to stick with my cilantro. Oh, we could do carrots. A little cilantro. I'm going to do a little bit of my seasoning here. Oops. This is just some teriyaki seasoning I got at Trader Joe's. So again, we're just going to roll. So we're going to get the first little bit going. You want to go in, and then you want to go over, tuck it in. Make sure you go all the way to the end. Tuck. So far, so good. A little bit of our water down the end. Oh, tuck in a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to roll it all the way out. I don't know how these sushi chefs do it. They're amazing. Okay. How great that one looks. This one's much better. I'm going to do this one in thirds. There you go. You have your own sushi. All you need, you've got your wasabi. You just need your soy sauce and your own chopsticks. And don't forget your own chopsticks, guys. Your own sushi at home. Quick, easy, and delicious. Don't forget, leave me some comments down below. Love hearing from you guys. Always. See you in the next video. Bye, guys.